Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I can hear myself in the stream real quick. Mm, Alrighty. Bam, get everybody in the stage, please, if you can. Alrighty. We see. Bam, get everybody in the stage, please, if you can. Thank you, Alrighty. We see. Bam, get everybody in the stage, please. Yeah, I can. Oh, let me get this stream up. Okay. Hey, welcome to the stream, and it's gonna be a fun race. 3 laps here, the Monaco Grand Prix here in the STVR. It's gonna be a very fun race. I expect a lot of miles to go on. Expect a lot of lead changes, a lot of pitting. It's gonna be a lot of lead changes, and it's it because anybody can win this race. Alrighty. Okay, so I'm gonna bring up the some of the drivers to speak for the pre-race interview. Who would like to come up first? Raise your hand if you want to come up first. Does anybody want to come up and speak real quick? Fan, okay. We're gonna bring up Fan, who's a Ferrari driver. Alright, Fan, welcome. How's it go for you? Practicing lately?
Awesome questions.
How do you think your race will go?
Um, I'm quite confident. Um, I think it will go well. It depends on how I'm just looking to stay as safe as possible the entire race,
Yeah.
while also being fast.
Also, how many times do you expect yourself to pit this race? Do you expect it to be like near 10 times or?
Around 3 times.
Okay, okay.
I remember I recently everyone thinks the tire wear is a lot worse than it actually is on track. It's just that everyone's like, oh, the tires wear out in like 1.5 laps, but they're not really worn out. They're only really worn out after like 5 laps. Talking about the softs, but yeah, I'm confident. I did do a race run earlier, and well, that was just 25 laps though, but it'll go fine.
Alright, well, good luck to you in the race.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright, we are going to get started here in just a second. I get the code out to people. You guys can go back to team chat if you like. I'm expecting a ton of people to come. We had drivers from Kickstarter on. Alpine, Williams, Mercedes, Ferrari, just everybody. We even have one from Aston Martin that might come. So definitely something to definitely be excited about. And the code is now I expect a great race here. 30 laps today. It's gonna be a fun one. Every one of these drivers have been excited for this race. We even have racing blue drivers that are going to show up. So definitely something that's yo, Jay, it's one. Where are you going? Okay, I was making sure that all the time to be messed up. You know? Yes, you are last. You're starting last. Where is every one of these drivers? Where are all the drivers? Hmm. Fourth drive is now Lennon. I'm gonna give it till 8:40, and then we can start the race. Because I know a bunch of people qualified, and I'm just gonna wait for a few more drivers. Where's Nil? Where is Nil? Okay, Nil is here. Horse Strip, King Lord, JH1, and Phantom. I'm still waiting on another, maybe two people. We'll give it another 7 minutes. No, I'm not texting him Roblox. Who's paying? Yeah, let me check your price. Yeah, Horse Strip, you could stay, scoot up. H1, you're up a little too. Scoot up a little bit and align yourself. King, you're fine. Um, Oh, mom and dad went to a store, Romeo. Okay. Yoles isn't coming. Neither is Survivor. No racing bulls whatsoever. Okay. We're gonna get started here. Make sure ghost on, damage off. Everybody. Nil. Ghost off, damage up. Or no. Off. Ghost on, damage up, off. I'm gonna give it 4 more minutes. I also pasted the stream link and the announcement. Yeah, I'm gonna give it 3 more minutes. If nobody joins, then they're gonna have to. I wish more people would show up for this race because this is definitely gonna be a fun race. All the drivers are in their chats. Ferrari and Mercedes now. Yeah, 2 minutes, no race start. Dang, man, I wish other drivers would show up. We have drivers filling these spots, but nobody. And nobody can move up. Some of these drivers aren't here. First drive, you can move up. All right, you're about to get underway. So in just a few seconds. Alrighty. I mean, Arthur ready. Alrighty. Once. Great start from Horse Drive. Where they didn't get a great start. And Phantom leads currently. Horse Drive behind him. Horse Drive goes through, takes the lead for a second, and he's side by side with him. Through the turn, a couple of drivers hit the wall. Where did the other ones go? Nil at the very back. King in that three spot goes right past Horse Drive and hits the wall hard. JH1 does not know this track well, apparently. All the practice that he's put into this, he does not know this track. King Lord, Horse Drive, then Phantom. Phantom leading this race so far. Horse Drive trying to maintain his position here. Horse Drive's one of the other favorite drivers for this race, as Phantom loves putting up some fast times at fast tracks. And he almost had some records. Phantom takes a comfortable 2-second lead over King and Horse Drive. And he goes to 117 his first lap out. Then it's King right behind, second behind. King could win this race. His first ever win would be amazing. And some of the other stores is also in contention for this. Let me just pull up the standings so far from the races. Um, well, sorry. If Osmo would have been here, this would have been huge, but he's missed the last three races. And also, um, it's gonna be a fun race watching the um JH1 third in the standings, and Nil also has one race where he won not too long ago at the American race, Middle Fashion America, and he took that from uh Phantom. Phantom DNF'd that race. So and he's still leading by a couple of seconds. Not too bad of it, but Phantom is the race favored winner here so far. He hits the wall, and tires on this track do wear out fast, so that's also something that we have to watch for. These drivers starting to come into this. Lead changes will be crucial to this. Staying out and coming under the undercut or the overcut is very crucial to this race. So I am expecting a lot of lead changes. I'm expecting the underdogs to come in and get a lead change. I'm expecting everybody to at least lead one lap of this race. So it's definitely something fun to watch for. And King Lord cuts the corner a little bit. JH1, or sorry, Horse Drive and King Lord and Nil all had corner cuts. As we take a look at the times here, Phantom's definitely improved. Just a teeny tiny bit. 116 on the race. Phantom still leading by 5 seconds here this race. And so for qualifying, the people who didn't show up were Survivor and Giant. And Survivor definitely could have probably had a big part of this race. Um, Survivor almost beat Phantom in qualifying, believe it or not. He had a 116 in qualifying. So if he would have attended this race, um, Racing Bull would have had possibly their first win of the season. Or actually, sorry, Dow won his first race. So yeah, it would have been crazy if he was here. Both drivers from those teams. Mhm. Nobody has came in yet. And JH1 does not know this track very well at the same time. And Horse Drive spins. I think his tires might be charred. Might want to come in. And he does. First pit of the day from Horse Drive. So he comes in. And will be a fast pit stop? And it's a pretty decently pit stop. Uh, Horse Drive puts back on the softs. They have to use two different tires, and then after that they can use whatever. The first two pit stops, they do have to use tires, but I'm gonna let that slide because Horse Drive is down in P4, and J1 also comes in. He will be put. What the heck? He just drove right into the wall, and he loses time. Okay, so I just had a lag spike there. Kind of scared me for me. And he puts on mediums and comes out, and yeah, that's not gonna really do anything with. He's a whole lap down now behind Phantom. I'm starting to lag a bit now. Kind of concerned. I feel like I'm gonna lag out of this. Don't know. I have to restart it. Hopefully, if there is a restart, it's an advantage for the other cars too. So Phantom and Bill is now pinned. Nils first pin of the day, puts on the mediums. Also, another story of both of the Mercedes drivers are leading for constructors. They have a big lead over um, Ferrari. So if Ferrari can get a 1-2 here, they could possibly take that lead away very quickly. And Phantom goes into the pits, he puts on the mediums, and he comes out right and King, they do a double Ferrari pit stop. They come right out of the pits comfortably. And wow, that was a good idea. What a strategy from the Ferrari team. Both their drivers pitting. We go on board with JH1 now, hitting the walls like crazy. Oh, it's good. JH1 hits a little like wall for some reason. Horse drive closing in on nil here with a 4-second differential from those two. J1's definitely to watch for. He keeps hitting walls, and I think it might even bring out a safety car if he keeps on doing that. We might have to blue flag him real quick. J1 spins. Damn, laps him once again here. JH1 might even bring out the safety car. Oh, me. Definitely one to watch for is on his teammate here. And if he does get that so definitely needs to watch for one to watch for. STVR for this one. is going on? This is not real. This is insane. Never do I hope it's going to be this long. He's 44 seconds behind this thing. That is what the lead is looking like. Can't make me run. Oh my goodness, Phantom saves it. His tires are gone. Oh my goodness. Bottles it with 11 laps to go. And of course it does. Goes by. And doesn't drive his speed as well. Oh my goodness, a huge advantage for these drivers. His teammate has never won a race, so this would be huge in 9 laps of this will be a huge upset for Phantom as well. Teammates, as his teammates about to lap him here soon. The middle is is right behind Phantom. Phantom is like 1 minute down. When was the last time that you've ever seen Phantom in your entire life? Never. I've never seen that. Oh my goodness, isn't it? JH1 spins. JH1 spins. Still behind his DAA whole entire this is a battle for the age right now. It's a second full drive, trying to track rail down absolutely. Still leading. Anytime you want to slow down further. So that kind of too long. Still comfortable real push drive. Phantom and JH1. Phantom gets into the wall once again. This is definitely his usual pace. He wants to make these races. He's the best driver in the league. Sets laps or lap records. He is not having a race that he wants to have. Strategies have been perfectly fine, but I think he stays out just way too much. And on this track, you can only do so many laps on the tires. It's about 5 tires. Maybe even less. Can he hang on to this podium? It would be awesome to see it. He still hangs on to it. He's on the side. Phantom right behind him on the scale. Phantom goes right through him. And Bullstride gets a better against the wall. Bullstride pulls away from Phantom here. This Phantom so hope for a podium here. And here comes the kid. Still leading very well here. Bullstride. Awesome race play. This could be his literally first podium with this. And we'll have the key. Phantom hit races. Not going well. Phantom's about middle it's our 7 seconds off. Porsche still leading. Porsche still in V3 in front of Phantom's 30 seconds. It's all minute. And Porsche hiding by but if he takes over, he might lose his position and probably lose his podium. That's what I'm going for. Getting into the bits, nothing wrong. They don't like him past him, but he knows he's soft sleep. They are not ready for these guys. I don't know why they're going to talk. They were out his feet. I would run these mediums till the end of the race if you can get 5 laps, 6 laps. Whatsoever. No, I'm still spitting these tires. And he should win because Phantom's starting to get up here. And Phantom doesn't log in. He's pushing way too hard. 3 laps left. 3 laps left. Cut it down to 3 seconds. First of all, you're not going to get no, these tires won't last 3 to 4 laps. You already used 3 of them, 3 or 4. So much time there. There's so much time right there. And it will drive. Under cross up. 1 second. Phantom still following them. Oh my goodness. And his hopes are dying down. His family was 116 Damn, 116. He was beating Tracy, had no production whatsoever. Puts in a 121. Not what you want to see from him. Are dying out right now. tires are very fast. This could be the first win this season for this driver. This is gonna be a close one. Fourth drive coming to the line. 4 seconds ahead of Phantom. Oh my goodness. King gets his first win ever in this league. There are some investigations to be done. Fourth drive. Official results so far. This might not be looking good for Phantom. Horse Drive might actually be the P3. So I'm going to bring up somebody from the race, and this is how it's gonna go. So, Phantom joins the VC first. Phantom, how do you think you did that race?
Question right now. Did you just say something about me and horseshit?
I said, how did the race go?
What happened was at the end of the safety car, my dad forced me to remake my room, so I fell back, and yeah, I lost I lost what could have been an easy 1-2 to my dad, but honestly, I couldn't do anything because I'm scared of him, and I just had to follow him. Yeah, I'm done. Next question.
Alrighty. What could you have done different that race? Because I know your strategies were fine, but you just stayed out forever on those tires, and you kept spinning.
Spinning.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was because I was pushing way too hard. Like honestly, I was so angry. I was about to cry because of what I just had to do to lose the lead. You know, I had to make my bed, and yeah, just I was so angry that I just pushed too hard. I no, what I did is that I was just pushing so hard. I kept crashing. Sometimes it was getting to the point where I was just intentionally just driving into the wall out of anger.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Is that all?
What?
I mean,
Well, and also the tires, they were yeah. I was I was managing them very well. I wasn't well compared to what Horseship was doing at the last little bit of the race. I was managing them a bit better. But yeah.
all right. Well, thank you for coming up and great race.
I have a request.
Yeah.
Um, I would admit, full corner cut. Just give
Yeah.
me 10 second penalty and we'll go with that.
Well, I can't just negotiate with you here. We still gotta investigate it. And you did wreck to try and bring out a safety car.
I
So,
didn't do it like that. I was wrecking it because I was just hating on my car.
yeah, I know, but we still gotta investigate it, so.
Yeah.
All right, well, great race, and thank you for coming up. All right, King, do you want to come up next since you're the race winner? Okay. All right, here is our race winner from Monaco. How did you manage to win that race? Because you were definitely an underdog in that race.
Um, it's the Phantom, like because of the 1-2 for Ferrari, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you, it's not is that yeah.
Were the strategies good from your team? Because you were putting in some great lap times. Like you had a 117, just 1 second off from Phantom's fastest lap.
Yeah, so I was keeping a good pace off from you and managing a good gap, I guess.
Well, thanks for coming up and a great race from you.
Yeah,
Absolutely shocked from that race. Thank you for coming out.
yeah.
All right, Horse Drive, do you want to come up? Why do I call you Horse Drive? It's Horse Strip. Do you want to come up, Horse Strip? JH1, do you want to come up? JH1, do you want to come up? Nil, do you want to come up? Alrighty, well, I'm going to go investigate that race at the very end with Katyusha. So the results aren't coming out yet, but yeah, it will be investigated. So results will come out shortly. So yeah, thank you everybody for coming out. The stream will be sent in announcements for if you want to watch any highlights or anything. So yeah, I'm gonna end VC now, and everybody have a great night or a great day wherever you live. And next is Suzuka, so definitely get started starting to practice that. And King did get a win, so congratulations to King for his first win. And yeah, we'll see where we go from there. So here's how the calendar is looking for the next upcoming races. Phantom still can win the World Drivers' Championship, but he has 6 races to go. Suzuka, Mexico, Red Bull Racing, Austria, and then Spa, and then Bahrain for the season finale. So that is how it looks from here on out. And yeah. If anybody wants to come up and speak to the drivers, you can request to come up real quick. And that is right, Nil does score some points on Phantom. And the World Drivers' Championship is getting much closer than I thought. So, yeah, everybody have a great night, and start practicing for Suzuka, because that's going to be a tough race. So, yep. And good night, and have a great rest of your night or day.